Hot.
I'm just going to switch. I'm not even going to count it. Hello, everybody. I used to count it. Not anymore. Welcome to Tuesday with Teammates.
Hi.
What's up, Pool Player Nation? How's everybody doing? I'm Jason Bowman, and I'm joined by some of my teammates here. Our favorite time of the week ever since the pandemic began, Tuesday with Teammates.
What's up?
And, we know you guys are missing your teammates. We're missing our teammates, and so we decided we were going to hop on here and hang out, and we decided to bring you along for the ride. So here we are. It's Tuesday. I don't know, are we at week 10 of this whole
I don't even know, man.
debacle?
Yeah,
It's
all runs
not been
together.
10. It hasn't been
Has
10.
it been 10 weeks in this pandemical debacle?
Well, we're
27.
on episode 8,
Okay.
so do the math.
That's
a week?
8 weeks. That's
That would be 8 then, yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't do
a
this
lot.
the first week. We didn't do this till a couple weeks in.
So I'm saying it's pretty close.
I
If
think
it's
been
not
about
10 weeks, it's close.
It's about 10 weeks. So, we're all a little older, a little wiser. Some of us have had our eyebrows and nails done, and some of us are still
Sporting a
just
hat.
growing it.
Eyelashes.
He's close. It's
Yeah.
facial hair of some sort.
Yeah, facial hair of some sort. Yeah.
So I guess we should start with who's ventured out since last Tuesday. Who's been out? Who's leaving the house? Where'd you go? Look at them all. They're all leaving the house. All the babies are going out into the world. Out into the world. Tell us, babies, about your trips into the world.
I went this afternoon and got my eyelashes filled.
Yay.
So in pre-show, she gave us a really close. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. There's the close-up.
Get in there.
Now, had you seen it this morning or yesterday morning or any morning last week, as Becky has seen in our daily team meeting, I would get up and be like, look, I have 1 left on this side and 2 left on that
This
side.
is quality
that just would
TV. I
not
love it.
fall off.
Her
All right.
eyelashes were a Survivor episode. Like there was only 1 left on this island and maybe 1 or 2 on this island.
I'm sure
The
Netflix
one-
will
Down
pick
to
it
the
up.
end.
The one finally fell off over the weekend, but I still had these 2 that went like that. It was good. Good stuff.
All right. Can anyone top that as leaving the house?
No.
Wait, Nicole, where'd you go today?
Well, I went to 54th Street, and it was
Ooh.
GD Glorious.
Oh.
That's where I went.
54th Street is a restaurant in the St. Louis area that we have a restaurant chain. So
Their
what did you
Greek
have?
dip
What did
is
you have for
delicious.
lunch that was so good?
I had a salad with chicken and other stuff, and it was delicious.
Oh.
I haven't had it since like March, and now I'm probably going to go back once a week. And
That's fair.
I'm saying it out loud because it's going to happen.
Way to go,
Yeah,
54th
funny.
Street Grill. You delivered 54th Street
That's
Grill.
right.
Give us free
High
stuff.
five. Boom. Yeah, between them and Lion's Choice, we should have a
I know,
sponsorship deal before this is all said and done.
Jason,
All right,
You're
so-
saying-
hey, Jason ate dinner before we started tonight. That's a high
Nice
five.
job.
So I don't have to rush out at the right when it's over this time.
Oh, we can carry on till 8 p.m. then.
No, we have beer can chicken in the oven. So
Oh,
no.
beer can
Shit,
chicken. That'll be a topic for another episode. Beer can chicken.
Chicken.
Did anybody? So who? You guys all ventured out. Who else went out?
I went to Texas Roadhouse,
Oh, that sounds
which
good.
I have
Okay.
missed a great deal. I went to Walmart and walked around with all the other people.
Walmarters.
People.
Walmarters.
You had to think about that word, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, pacing it. Yep, had a good time.
very nice.
Mark, where are you this week?
I am in South Carolina. I'm actually sitting in Ava's house right now because we just had
Prove
dinner.
it.
Ava.
What? Where is she?
Prove it.
Yeah, come on, Ava. She's out there.
Yeah,
I'll have
don't
to-
be
Ava and
talking
Mitch
smack
cooked
unless you can
dinner
prove it.
for Mark tonight.
Yeah, Mitch cooked me
How
dinner.
romantic.
Yeah, that's right. He gave me a kiss on the cheek
Mark
right
and
afterwards
Mitch,
too.
so romantic.
Yeah, I didn't have Nicole's usual, but that's what she always gets every time we go there. But we had. I went to a restaurant last night. I had my son, so we went to Carolina Ale House, and I it'd been so long since I've been to a restaurant. I obscenely tipped really high.
That's
Oh,
really cool.
that's why your name
Paris.
says Restaurant Big
Ex-
Tipper.
exactly. I tipped so
I need
much.
to know
He
the
was
Spender,
embarrassed.
Mr. Big Spender over there.
Yeah, I wanted to
need
make
know
sure
the
he was
percentage
embarrassed. The
Nicole
percentage.
wants
of the
percentage.
tip.
Okay, here you go.
Our
Here she is.
customer. Christ.
Is she there?
Oh,
Hello.
yeah!
Hello.
Long time no see.
Special
Ava.
guest
Showed up and now
appearance.
he's not leaving.
I mean, would you? You got Mitch cooking dinner. He gets to play golf with you. Now, how was golf today?
Golf was good. Golf was good. Mitch wants to make sure he knows that everybody knows that he actually won the match against Ava today because he's still 3 down lifetime. Ava just told me. So, yeah.
Right.
So for Nicole, to answer Nicole's answer, the bill was $63, and I gave him $70. Is what I gave him.
Oh.
$130 something.
Okay, good for
Make sure he was
clarification.
fair.
You gave him a $70 tip, or you
Yep.
gave him 70
Nope.
total?
I gave a $70 tip.
That
Okay.
was my
Okay,
question.
that makes me
Needs to
feel
be
better. Because
clarified.
at first I thought that you thought a $7 tip was crazy
No.
huge.
Yeah.
And I used the company credit card, so it didn't
Well,
matter.
there you go. Perfect.
Even better.
So the interesting thing is you hear about these people that do this like for restaurant people, right? And usually they're like anonymous, but Mark puts it like in his little whereby profile restaurant and tells the story on Tuesday with Teammates. So he's not going the anonymous route. So
Yeah, that's right.
whoever got the tip, he wants you to know he expects a Christmas card.
Everyone
Exactly.
say good
Everybody
job,
knows
Mark in
they're not
chat.
surprised by this taking place.
Yeah, not at all. And when I walked in, I was almost sort of like out of sorts a little bit. Do I sit down? Do I go over here? Do I get a menu? What do I do? Because they've only got certain amount of seating, and it was outdoor seating for that place. But it was kind of nice to be able to snap your fingers and say, getting a little low over here. I need this. You know what I mean? So I
Can't do
wanted to
that
make
at
sure
home,
I
huh?
took advantage. Yeah, I took advantage of that. So that's why I
You
wanted to
should
make
have tried that at dinner tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I did. And
All right. So
Ava-
there's 3 people out at restaurants. 3 people so far.
Yep.
That's pretty interesting. What about you got Murdoch? What about you?
He never left.
I have not gone out to a restaurant yet, but I did
All right.
venture.
You did what?
I hadn't finished.
I'm not even sure why they're laughing.
I don't either.
I also
Probably because Jason's like, all right, like we're done.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
No
that was
fun.
it.
Next
I haven't
person.
left. I haven't left. You haven't left. I get it.
No.
You have
I
to tell me
went
why.
down to, I went down to Costco, pick up some things. I was running a little
Did
short.
they have toilet paper?
They did not. They did
Dude,
not.
what's up with the toilet paper, people? Leave
I-
some toilet paper.
It's been 2 months. Come on.
They
I
I
should-
know. We're-
I should show you guys what we've resorted to. I'll go get it, Murdoch, and I'll stop interrupting you. Continue with your
No,
custom.
so I went to Costco, picked up some things I needed. Then I stopped by actual local grocery store, picked up a couple more things that I couldn't get at Costco. Been to Target for a few things, and then the computer I'm talking to everyone on has actually been in the shop. Last week I was on a loaner. So I actually traveled down into, well, it's close to the city, to pick this up. They said it's good. We'll see.
What's that? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Start over, Murdoch. She didn't
Tracy,
hear it.
later on, they're going to post this to Facebook, and you can, let's see, it's
You
going to
can
be
watch the
about
replay.
the 7-minute mark. You can pick up where you left.
Okay, thanks.
Desiree Collins from chat says there is toilet paper in Texas.
Good,
So-
good.
But no
If we need
restaurants
toilet
yet.
paper. We will
We're-
drive to Texas.
We're down to using the individual, like
The single ply
usually
sandpaper.
it is. I'm very grateful for it. Please don't get me wrong, but
Is that the Riviera logo on there?
it does kind of look like the red toilet paper,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
It does.
That's funny.
You know when you're going into the reserves.
Kai,
Again, that's not toilet paper, that's sandpaper. But
Yeah.
Lots of toilet paper in Lincoln County.
Well,
Okay.
you have to like wrap it around your hand like 80 times to get like
Two
enough.
ply.
Yeah.
It's sandpaper when you got lots of it. When you're down, that's your only roll. It's not sandpaper.
Peggy, I'm coming
called
to
gold.
Lincoln County. Seriously.
Want me to pick you some up? They have pallets and pallets of all kinds in Troy.
Like Charmin?
Yeah.
look at this. I'm so excited.
Not the Charmin Essentials, because that's single ply. Like the Charmin. the real-
I'll
You
pick
get me
that
some
up once
fancy
for you tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Wow, it's come
There
down.
you go. Look at this humanity at its best, right in front of your very eyes, folks. People,
Tracy, why don't you
people
patch your
setting each
eyelashes
other
up?
up with toilet paper. It's we might just get through this yet. It's good to know. All right. So
Next time I
Murdoch's
come to the office, I'm going to bring Tracy toilet paper.
Murdoch's been to every chain store that he knows: Costco, Walmart, Target, Marshalls. He's been to all of them. What about you, Peggy?
I've been to the gym a couple
Oh,
times.
look at
There you
you.
go.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
We've been to the Mexican restaurant here in town. I've been
Another
to a bar
restaurant.
in Wentzville.
Oh, my.
A bar?
What's that like?
Did you drink there?
Yep, we drank.
Oh.
Margaritas?
No,
No?
No.
club soda.
Just straight vodka?
No. And then we had lunch in Old Town St. Peter's, and we've been to several stores looking for backsplash tile.
Okay.
You have been.
Wow.
Since you
Out
mentioned
about the-
bar,
Peggy, you sound like you're on a normal routine almost.
No,
A normal routine?
this is really subdued. Plus, we were at a friend's house for a bonfire, so yeah.
All right. So you're pretty much, but I mean, you're back. You're back in the world then. What
Yeah.
that tells me is you're back in the world.
Well, she
I'm
got
not
that haircut
old,
last week.
Wade.
So.
I'm
Okay.
not ready for everything to be back to normal.
Interesting. Steve, what about you?
Man, I mean, same as usual for me. I've been going out almost since the beginning, not because I didn't respect, but just because I don't really go to a lot of populated places. So I think I still avoid Walmart. I still avoid Dearborn, the big chain stores. But I mean, I go get my
Train
stuff.
stores?
Or chain
Yeah,
stores.
train
Chain
stores.
Yeah,
stores.
the
Sorry,
train
did I say
stores.
train?
Okay.
I thought you were
I'm
gonna
tired.
let that slide.
But
No,
you are going
Jason
to,
lets
you are going
nothing
to the train store,
slide.
right?
Yeah, he's looking for a new caboose.
Yeah. So I mean, I've just really just changed my patterns, and I'm ignoring all of you. Chat, I'm hanging out with you. I'm done. I'm not even gonna look at him anymore. I'm just gonna
we
look at
can't hear
chat.
them laughing.
Hey, you know Steve just hit the button and we all go away. So
Oh,
be
that's
careful. Don't make
right.
him
I
mad.
am in complete control, aren't I?
Yeah,
Except
he's
for the
really
fact
got
that
the-
you're my boss, and ultimately I will
He's
have to come
driving
to work
he's
tomorrow.
driving the train.
That's right. That's why he went to
Driving
the
the
train
train.
store.
I might be driving, but somebody else has the keys. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember.
I haven't ventured out much, but I did venture out today. We all did. You guys all go by the office today? Steve, you got those pictures?
Yes, I do.
So we did kind of a cool thing today. The our company owners or the founders, the Terry and Olindia Bell, and then our president Greg Fletcher, and Pam Aston, our vice president, they actually set up outside our office, and I think you see Becky and Steve wearing the COVID shirts, the APA shirts that were
Wrong
made.
one. Wrong one.
A lot
Wrong
of folks ordered those, but they were handing those out to our staff. So we kind of drove through in cars, and they said hello, and it was kind of nice. They had some signs and stuff out there, so it was good. It was, I really haven't been out. I did go to Lowe's one day, but other than that, I haven't been out, and so little things like that for me, I'm like, yeah, it was good. It was nice and nice of them too. And I talked
Show you
to
that photo again.
Terry Bell, who's our founder, and he was, he said he's been out to a few restaurants. He and his brother Michael have been going out quite a bit, and I mean they're not spring chickens, right? They're in their well into their 70s, I think. So by the way, with the Bells, and so Mama Bell, you guys know Mama Bell. The viewers don't, but you guys do, right? Grandma Bell,
Grandma
Terry's
Bell.
mom.
Yeah.
Terry's
104?
mom is going to turn 104 in sometime this month. I don't remember the exact date. 104 years old
That's
his mom
crazy.
is, and of course she lives with
That's
him.
awesome.
So the fact that, but what that tells me is the fact that they're out. Given the fact that they have these people in their homes, Grandma Bell is there. You see people starting to really change, I believe, in terms of wanting to be out and about. And I think if you've watched the show over the last several weeks, if you were to go back and watch, this is much different than what you would have seen last week and the week before in terms of people venturing out. So it's just, it's interesting. It's not right or wrong. It's just
funny point. I remember
something we're gonna
Jason, you're
about
frozen.
I know, right? You might need to reset, brother.
talking about.
You may have to refresh.
Nope.
Yeah.
Um,
Tracy's got it down.
That's like
The other
an
thing this
unfortunate
week that I was
He's
gonna-
still going.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Jason,
Should we
nobody's
chat?
listening to you.
Somebody
Resetting
text
now.
him. Somebody, there you go.
Okay, Hilo.
Hey, real quick
Just-
before he comes back, let me get the chat out here. We got a couple comments. JC, yeah, you froze, brother. Let's move you back over there.
I know.
That's fine. I got to
Am I
rearrange
back?
everybody. You're back, but hold on. Couple things from chat. We have Teresa Andesen asks
I'm
us.
back?
Yes,
Whew.
maybe. Are you back though?
Yeah.
Oh no, with the teams. So it was Murdoch, Lancaster,
And Becky, we were the winners. Yeah.
No. I got it right.
We're already on to the
Oh, he's switching everything around.
Okay.
All right.
No, so what I was going to say, though, is this is
Oh,
I don't think
For
he was
you to say.
was ending for a lot of kids. Like I got my kid's teacher sent me
Jason,
Come
Don't
on,
reset
Jason,
your router.
spit it out.
reset that router, buddy.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to pick up where his conversation is because I just so happen to know where he's going with
My
this
dog-
conversation. Hey. All right. We'll give him a chance.
hello.
Hello.
This is like Tuesday with a sometime teammate.
Tuesday with the timeout. Tuesday with the timeout for me.
So good.
I think you're good now. I was going to take over, but you got it. You're back, brother.
This is what Greg's been telling me for 8 weeks or 10 weeks to like hardwire my
Yes.
system to my internet, which I've yet to do. This is the first time it's been an issue though. But anyway, last week school for a lot of kids, right? It's crazy. And so, did I lose you again?
No.
Every time I get to this part of the story, I lose you.
Huh?
I'm just messing
I'm
with
gonna let you guys. I'll let you guys take over.
Shoo.
All right.
Tell
Anyway.
your story. You're good.
So I get this email from my kid's teacher. It's the last week of school, and it's like it's been the last week of school. School was over. In my eyes, school was over 2 months ago, but they have been doing some things. Anyway, it was kind of it created some emotions, right? And I was quickly like reminded of how the whole COVID thing has really, it was one of those things that's out of control. Like I can decide to go out. I can't decide if school opens back up. And it was
Right.
really a humbling thing. And I started thinking about all these seniors, right, that have graduated, and there's all the things that they've had to miss, right? And to me, it's really kind of sad. Like they miss their proms. If they played spring sports, they missed that, But what I saw yesterday, I saw something really cool. And this is the point I'm getting to. You guys know Jeremy Jones, the Team USA Moscone Cup captain, right? He was on a show we did a few weeks ago. Anyway, his son graduated yesterday. And they did this graduation. Steve, hopefully you got the pictures.
I do. I'll throw it on
They
screen.
did this graduation at Texas Motor Speedway. And it was so cool looking. I saw they had like this photo album, and I was like, wow, that was so much cooler than my actual high school graduation.
Right?
And I was instantly kind of like, you know what? Maybe, this is a cool thing. Like there is a positive. I saw a positive there that maybe I should be seeing some pictures of it. And I know you guys can't see them right now on the show, but
Yeah, I had it up there.
you can see it. So it's pretty cool.
We can't see
We
them.
can't see it.
No, you guys can look at
The
the stream.
teammates
It's on the
can't see
stream.
it. The teammates can't see it.
Refer back to the stream.
But anyway, so hopefully there are things that, I love to see the way that people are overcoming, I guess is what I'm getting at, to still create experiences and have experiences and, for however long some of these things that we
There
don't
you go.
control last. There you
Yeah.
go, Steve.
Oh,
Now you guys are seeing them. So do you guys see what I'm talking about? They're at the Speedway there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're all 6
Up
feet
here.
apart. But I don't know about you. Like my high school graduation was in the gym at my high school. Like it wasn't anything special, I was like, wow, that's super. Like the graduation line, I was on the finish line, so I was like,
That's
that's pretty
cool.
cool too. Like,
Very
yeah.
cool.
So I was like, that's a really a positive deal. So anyway,
Well, I think we have to be more positive as time goes on, right?
yeah. You guys all did graduate high school, right? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You guys
don't.
all
I
got real
almost
quiet.
didn't, to be
I
honest
brought
with you.
up high school. I brought up high school, and these guys like all shut down. Like I haven't heard a peep after the word high school came out.
High
Oh,
school
it's
is a
high
big
school?
experience.
Because
dropped
we were
off.
laughing and we were
Oh, okay.
joking
Yeah.
around, and then you
Okay.
sombered us up a little bit. Which
Oh, I
is
took
Plus-
it down a notch.
I
I took
dropped
it down
out
a
in
notch.
5th grade to go work on the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I
Plus, that
brought
was
you
like 40
down, but
years
then
ago.
but you were supposed to come back up with the graduation deal.
I don't
Anyway,
remember my high school graduation.
It did. Well, so this is what I wanted to get at. I wanted to, before we get to the Pictionary, I had this thing in mind where, like,
Oh, no.
what was, this is an impromptu question
Uh-oh.
for the team. What was your favorite senior year memory?
Oh, God.
Come on, give me
Graduating and
something.
getting the hell out of there.
Mine's not
Yeah.
made for TV, I don't think.
Yeah. I lost my virginity.
Mark,
I wasn't
every single
going
week I can't monetize the video because of you. Every time.
I was probably too drunk. I don't remember.
Because he said virginity.
I don't know.
Mark, I
YouTube's
cannot
got a lot of
imagine
weird
you
rules
drinking.
now.
Good gravy.
What's that?
I could
I-
not imagine you drinking. I think that's
Yeah. Well, I mean, up in Canada it was 19, and in Quebec it was 18. So
And he was 24, graduating.
exactly.
So, you
No,
know.
it's 23.
Without his doctorate.
Oh, okay.
The drinking age of
doctors.
Quebec is a suggestion. That's all it is a suggestion. How old are you? Never mind. Go on in. That's the way. So in Quebec, you can do anything you want there. So,
God,
and I was
barely
Quebec,
remember
huh?
senior year.
Oh yeah, but I don't. I mean, that was like 225 years ago. So I have no idea what happened way back then.
You look really good for being that old.
I know. Mama Bell thought she had something. 104, no big deal. I remember when Terry was talking about his mother's birthday, last year, whatever, it was when she was turning 103, and his brother Mike had moved in because his brother Mike had a stroke and he had been getting better and stuff like that. And I said to Terry, I said, well, it's a full house. He goes, no, we like to call it a convalescent home. And I started laughing and looking around. He says, we're getting there.
Jason, not to get back, I mean, I'm curious though. You asked that question. That makes me think that maybe you have a favorite memory.
Of course
like,
you
I
do.
have a lot of fun. Like senior skip day was fun, and I mean,
What did you do? What did you do on senior skip day?
What's
I have
that?
a memory.
partied our behinds off.
What did you? That's too broad. Like, where did you party? What did you do? You weren't 21, so how did you? What kind of party were you
We
doing?
had our methods for procuring
Come
alcohol.
on.
All right.
Remember
And-
your audience here.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. So back then, I know people talk about like Mad Dog and
MD
2020.
Bleeding Farm or whatever.
He knows.
We were down with what was called Cisco.
Oh yeah.
So Cisco was like a 40 size bottle, wouldn't you
I
say?
just remember the song.
And the best part, not the best part, but like it said, serve 6 to 8 people. Well, we did not heed said warning.
Serving size.
Cisco
one.
definitely serves 6 to 8 people and gives you a nice buzz. And meanwhile, we drank whole bottles by ourselves, which is really bad. But
I'm glad you're still with us. Well
So
done.
that's
So-
it. That's your senior memory.
no,
I have a senior
Cisco
memory.
is not my senior memory.
Oh, I don't. I just was asking. I don't. That's where you went with it. I'm just.
Steve, what is your senior memory?
And
Maybe I don't have any.
So if anybody from high school is listening, you'll have to forgive me. I can't remember if it was junior or senior year, but I used to be in student council and all that stuff, and I used to be the guy on the microphone that did all the pep rallies and stuff. Well, my senior year, apparently I got a little rowdy, and I was no longer allowed to do certain things in public with a microphone.
What did you do?
I'm a very free spirit, Tracy. Sometimes there's no filter and microphone's loud, but I don't really remember, to be
He's
honest,
been
why I
behind the
got banned.
camera.
Yeah, ever since.
Since.
So, but what happened one year, our student council was hosting like a national student council conference, and they had picked some other MCs.
I don't even know if we should open that can of worms.
No, I wouldn't. I don't. There's certain aspects in my high school years, maybe not for the internet. What happened was these, and God love them, I don't even remember who they were, but they were just struggling on stage, and they're just bombing. And so the student council teacher came over, handed me the microphone in the middle of the conference, and told me to go on stage without a cue card and save the show. And so I did. And I got in trouble after that too, but I did it, and it was good.
Mark, you need to mute yourself, buddy.
You didn't know that?
We can hear Ava.
Okay.
I have no idea if anybody heard my story, but that's my story.
What?
You saved the show.
You saved the
saved the
day,
show.
man. It sounded like a
It was
an
epic.
80s teen movie to me.
It was that music playing
Yeah,
in
it
the
was like an
background
80s
of my
teen
head.
movie. It all came together at the end.
It was rad.
Was there like a fade out at the end? Was it like, yeah?
Like a 16 candles.
It was.
Pretty and pink.
And that was it. That was the end
Nice.
of my
What about
speaking
some
in front of people career.
All right. Who else has got a senior memory? Anybody got anything good?
Well, I don't know.
You got something?
Good
for
or
me?
not. I was
Becky's
ready.
got one. Let's see.
I was ready to get out of high school because I had a trip to Europe coming that summer.
That's cool.
So I was trying to push through as quickly as humanly possible. I was a bit of a wallflower back then. I didn't talk too much. I wasn't very extroverted. So the sooner we could get it done, the better. And then I could go to Europe for 10 days.
All right.
So how was Europe? Yeah, there's the story.
Europe was amazing.
Okay,
Absolutely amazing. We did, I think it was 2 days in London. We did 1 day in Dinard, which is a small fishing village off the coast of France. And then we did, I think it was 5 days in Paris.
That's
Did
rad,
you
dude.
stay in hotels or hostels?
Hotels.
Okay, that's good.
It's a good thing I never saw any of the movies about what happens in
that movie. Yeah,
So.
that movie did me in. I mean, I'm too old to be staying in a hostel at this point, but
Were you staying in hostels prior to seeing that movie?
me?
Yeah.
No, but
you never even stayed in a hostel. Why would you worry about it?
But maybe I thought I would want to do that to save some dollars if I went abroad. And then I saw that movie and I was
Scratched it off the list. Took it off the bucket list.
That's right.
Stay in a hostel. Whoop. Remove that one.
That's funny.
Yeah. So my senior, I got a senior memory. So we had when we were, I guess the summer after our junior year, there was a place in St. Louis where you could buy fake IDs for like $50. You got like 2 fake IDs. It was called USA Systems or something like that. Downtown. All you had to do was show them something with your name on it.
Why do you get 2?
They just gave you 2 for $50, I guess, in case one was taken away by the cops or whatever. Anyway, so all my friends, like all of my guy friends, we all go get these fake IDs. And the thing is, we never really thought about the fact that we should probably get like similar states. We all had different states. And so like the first time we go to use these things was our senior skip day, at least use them together. And we go, do you guys remember Casa Gallardo, the ones of you guys that are from St. Louis? So we go to the Casa Gallardo down off the Rock Road, which is not a great part of town, right? But that's where we decide we're going to put these fake IDs to the test. The night before our senior skip day, we're all going to drink. And sure enough, they took these IDs, but I just remember us telling them, they're like, why do you guys all have different IDs? And we're like, oh, we're from college and we're back for, visiting each other. And it worked. And so we proceeded to drink our faces off, and some of my friends ended up getting sick in the bathroom, and it was a whole thing. But that's probably everybody's got a drinking memory. That's the one that stood out when I was thinking about my senior year. There was a lot more drinking memories, but that's the one that I remember somewhat well. I wasn't as bad as the other guys. So, Murdoch, what about you? Because you got a karaoke memory. I know you were about to say something about senior year.
I really don't have a good senior memory. Prom was good. I think I remember who I went with.
You sound pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
That's been a long time ago.
I hope she's not watching.
Okay.
I don't even think she's on Facebook. I'm not friends with her.
Not that he stalked her or anything.
I don't even know if she's on
This is
Facebook.
super awkward now. Like, we need to change the conversation. I haven't talked to her in a while. I'm not friends with her on Facebook anymore.
No, I don't think she is on Facebook.
I'm kidding with you, man.
So
I don't think you're stalking her at all.
no, just being captain of the soccer team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Murdoch's the captain of the soccer team. Let's see your legs, brother. I'm just kidding.
How about them calves?
See them calves.
I bet your calves aren't as big as Walter's calves, though.
No one's are.
No.
That's true.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's calves aren't as big as Walter's.
True. We should take a photo of his calves and put it on the show and show the internet.
Tune in next week when we discuss why everybody's discussing Walter's calves. We'll have photos of those bad boys next week for you.
I hope he's watching, and I hope he sends us a text with his calves in it so we can show the world.
Walter's calves.
I asked for a pic of his calves.
Oh, man.
No, I played soccer all through high school, and the seniors they choose a couple of the seniors that are on the team to be the captains for that year. So I made captain. I played defense. So why switch my picture around there, Steve?
You needed a hug, so I gave you one.
I don't know why, but I didn't really. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of high school. I did well, but I just wasn't a huge fan. There was no particular group that I fit into, I think still carries true today.
All right.
We're like groundhogs. Like,
So let's just
What's that?
let's just cut this segment and sign off to the fact that we are not going to inspire this year's seniors, but seniors, what you can take away from our ramblings is that you're really not missing a whole lot.
20 years,
So
you
don't
won't
worry
care.
about it. In a couple years, you won't give a damn anyway.
You won't
So
even remember who you took to prom, according to Murdoch.
don't sweat it. If you
Yes.
listen to us, don't sweat it. You didn't miss anything in particular.
And hopefully they're not on
So-
Facebook.
So Desiree Collins from chat says, "Show your drinks," and it is not a growler. I'm actually having
no.
Tito's
Oh, I got water.
and ginger ale
I'm
tonight.
empty again.
I'm,
Where's
got
Bill?
water tonight.
Bill,
I'm very
I need a
empty.
refill, Bill.
Yeah, where's my husband?
Husband?
I want to
Cocktail
ask
boy.
a question.
Cocktail
I want to ask you a
I'll
question.
make one.
He's gonna come in the room wearing like a waiter's outfit with like a bow tie and all that stuff.
No.
Jason. Jason, before we switch subjects, I want you guys to tell me what's senior skip day. I've never heard of that.
What? They don't do
Is that
that.
an American
Hold
thing?
on, hold on.
Is
Let me see
it
if I
not?
can
Is it
explain.
not self? I mean, is it not?
It is kinda
the
self-
You
It's
actually
It's
skip
the
day at
day
school?
that
It's the
seniors
day the
skip.
seniors skip.
They just
school.
leave. No one. They don't
Oh.
go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they
Maybe
don't
there
show
was
up.
more to it. I thought maybe there was more to it.
No.
Yeah, I will say ours was not well structured. Like, not everybody did it on the same day. People just were like, I think we probably had like 4 of them.
Yeah.
I think
You
when
know
you're
what I
a
mean? I
senior,
was like,
almost every day might be
yeah.
senior skip day.
Yeah, I think I only
did
went
a
to
lot of
about
senior
class
skip days.
once a week, kind of thing.
On
So.
a, on a
I
side
actually
note,
did 4 in a row.
No more sad notes.
on a side note, because y'all have talked about it for numerous weeks now, just a little spot. Karaoke should be starting back up June 1st, according to
Yeah,
my
buddy.
karaoke. So it'll be.
What
I'll
are they
see if
going
they
to do
can.
about the microphone? Because I feel like your breath is going to be like right up
Ooh.
on it.
You got to get a
Uh,
pop filter. They make a thing
just-
for that.
Don't. I don't know what they're going to do.
Ew.
So,
You know what
but,
I'm saying? Ugh.
It is very close to the mouth area, Murdoch. You might want to think about this.
Maybe they
So-
do like hanging. Oh, I guess it's still gross.
no, it's a handheld.
There's really
on
no way
stand.
around it.
I don't know. We'll
Bring
see.
your own mic, dude. Bring your own mic and just plug it in.
I don't have one of those.
I got
You
one.
might
in the
wanna
bar.
invest-
Laura Wall.
Invest in one.
I
Laura
do
Wall's
not.
watching.
Yeah.
Laura was one of the people that helped make the COVID shirts, the new COVID shirts.
Brad Hall says he's going into his pool hall right now. Or Brad
That'd be
Jones.
nice.
Brad
Yeah.
Jones. Brad Jones.
Brad Jones going to
Yeah.
play pool
Why did I say
tonight.
Brad Hall? Yeah.
There were another handful of I think leagues that started up this week. I believe there were. Does anybody know how many?
Peggy, why don't Peggy give an update? Because we did that with one of our calls yesterday, and she was kind of giving an update. Yeah, that's you, Peggy.
You got to turn the mic on,
Yeah.
Peggy.
Yeah, turn the mic
We
on.
can't hear you.
Yeah,
It's been 10 weeks, Peggy.
yeah.
Hey,
There you
hang
go.
on.
There it is.
I think there was like 4 or 5 different leagues starting sometime this week. I'd have to
Oh,
look
cool.
at the Trello board to know exactly how many. I know I had 2, one in Oklahoma, one in South Carolina. I think there was a couple in Florida starting this week. So
Was that Scott Bates in South Carolina that started back up?
Dana Gung. Well, Scott Bates says Dana Gung is starting
Okay.
in South
Over
Carolina.
on the other side of the state. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So a handful more, and I saw like there's more to come in the next like week or two. As,
A whole bunch of
There's-
Texas people.
like several others getting ready to come back. So it's great for those that are able to go back to pool. Awesome. We're really happy for you. For those of us that are still waiting, we're still waiting in St. Louis. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon we'll get there. And and then you'll just have to decide if if you want to do that or not, if you're ready to do that. So
Yep.
it looks like a lot of
Choice.
people have been ready though. Like I've been talking to some of the different leagues, and I think even they've been surprised that people have been like, yeah, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get out. And so they just kind of go right back into it. And it's been a lot more than I had anticipated, I guess. But that's a good thing. I think that's a really positive thing.
Yeah, a lot of leagues that started haven't really lost many players. That almost no teams. It's just a few players here and there. But it's I wasn't sure what that percentage was going to be. But everybody I've talked to, it's pretty high percentage. You're talking like 95% of those teams, and they're switching out some people. And there's a few teams that might have not played for the summer that are not. But it's pretty high number. So I think people are just itching to do something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I think people are just kind of accepting, like, hey, look, we're gonna have to live with the risk of this thing for a while. But
Right.
we're gonna do different things to try to mitigate the risk. I'm guessing if you were to go to league night, you'd probably see people sitting a little further apart than maybe normal, and taking more space and more frequent hand washing. And, I'm sure you'll see some masks depending on where you're at. But, it's one of those things that the want to feel normal and to be able to do the things you enjoy. That's kind of what I was talking about with just like seeing my daughter not being able to finish out kindergarten. Is the same kind of thing. It's like these things that you couldn't control, but now that you can, you get to make a choice about, do I go this week? Do I wait a week or whenever it is? But at least you have the choice. And that's a cool thing. That's positive.
And on that note, I actually want to say something to the internet as a whole, for those of you watching now and for those of you who might be watching later. Relax if people decide to wear a mask or don't wear a mask. As long as you're not in your space, be cool, be chill. We're all on the same team. We all want the same thing. We just have different, sometimes passive getting there. We don't really know one way's better than the other. How it all shakes out in the end, we'll find out after the fact. But just be patient with each other, love each other, play pool and have a beer and relax. I wanted to say that.
There you go.
That's a very good point, though.
Steve and I had a really interesting conversation yesterday with you guys might remember back in April we profiled this APA member from Kansas. She's a nurse, and she had actually been laid off of work in Kansas because nobody was getting the health treatment. Everybody wanted to stay away from hospitals. So she ended up volunteering to go to New York and help at the epicenter of this thing. Well, she's since come back home to Kansas, and on Thursday night she's going to join us on the Billiard Spotlight and talk about what it was like being in New York. And I mean, just Steve and I spent maybe 20 minutes on the phone with her or on a call with her yesterday, and I could have talked to her for hours. Like, her story is just so you're going to want to watch that on Thursday. And I thought she also had some really interesting things to say about kind of getting back out into the world and how she felt about it, at least. Right.
Mm-hmm. Open my eyes. I had some, it was faulty assumptions.
It was captive. I told her, I said, your story is so captivating. I can't wait till we're able to tell it on Thursday. So make sure you remind yourself Thursday, 7:00. I think, Steve, you got the promo. Did you show the promo?
Yeah, I threw it up there. I'll throw it up there.
Yeah, 7:00. It's right here on our Facebook page. You're going to want to tune in. Her name is Tanya Romine, and she's an APA member from Northeast Kansas APA, I think. The Hendersons there, and just
Topeka?
Really. The Hendersons, are they Topeka?
Yeah, they're Topeka.
I thought she was in Kansas City, but we'll find out for sure.
No, definitely not Kansas City. But I mean, for somebody to to jump on a plane at the time that she did and go to New York into the belly of this beast and just try to do whatever she could to help. Anyway. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm really excited. I'm so excited. Like, ever since we talked to her, I'm like, man, I wish we were doing this tonight. Like, that's how cool her story is, and I think a lot of people will find a lot of
hey, Bill,
good in it. So, hi, Bill.
Nice T-shirt.
All right.
Did he bring it?
Get out of here, Bill.
Your story, Jason. So
he's showing off his new T-shirt, so that's cool. Yeah. Anyway, that was it. So tune in. The point there is tune in Thursday night, 7:00 Central, here on the APA Facebook page. Now, are we playing pandemic
Pictionary
night? Pandemic Pictionary.
I stole his thunder. I'm sorry.
Pandemic pool Pictionary.
Pandemic Pictionary.
Yes. Excitement!
Who's drawing tonight?
Oh, I don't even know. How do we get to the drawing thing? You're going to have to send it to me.
Oh, the link?
Yeah, I don't have the drawing thing. If I'm drawing.
Are you doing the same, team members?
Nicole, you want to draw?
No, sir, I do not.
No, sir, I do not.
Nope.
All right. Peggy,
Jason,
you want to
choose you.
You want me to
I
draw?
don't have the link.
Becky?
All right, send me the link, Tracy.
What?
Send Murdoch the link, Tracy.
You did such a good job last week. I'm going to let you open up the con, buddy.
In the meantime, I'll make sure I don't have any incriminating things on my computer before I share my screen.
I'm with Becky. Pass it on to Murdoch.
So we could mention at this point while we wait is that Nicole, Peggy, and I are the reigning.
You have had the crowns the entire
pool
time.
Pictionary champions. Oh, we've had crowns on?
The entire show.
Yeah.
I have not turned them off.
Steve, do you know where the link is?
No.
And Peggy's been
I'll
talking
find it.
about
I
it
can find it.
all
Everyone,
week. It's ridiculous.
Everyone.
Every time you turn around,
Haley
she says, "I've got a crown. I've got a crown."
Congratulations.
Ridiculous.
A friend of mine from back home just joined Haley Chandler. She's getting married this weekend, and she's going to be doing this pretty much like we are. She's going to stream it. So she just joined. I shared this to her page for her to see what it kind of looks like. So anyway,
She's going to do Tuesday with teammates.
No, she's not getting married on the show.
That would be rad, though,
What
wouldn't
is he
it?
talking about?
Walked right into it. Walked right into it.
Haley, would you like to get married on the show?
Yeah. That's right.
No, she's.
I'm
getting
actually an
married.
ordained minister, so if we could do that, I could marry her
As
on the
am
show.
I. I'd like to
So-
point that out.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Nicole and Steve are both.
Nicole's getting married. Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
No, she's
yeah.
And
not.
I've caught the bouquet 4 times, so I can be a bridesmaid.
Haley, girl, we got you set.
So anyway, no, I shared this to her so she could see what it kind of looks like, and because she had planned on getting married this weekend, a big ceremony, and with this coronavirus, they have switched it to where they're just going to stream it
Thank you.
from the house and have everyone join remotely. So anyway, so I shared this to her in a message, and she just joined. So I figured
Well,
thank you for a shout out.
Shout out.
Okay.
Congrats in advance, Haley.
I got to figure out how to write with this thing again.
Oh, come
Take
on.
a second, figure it out.
I also got to take the image off my screen. The image I drew last is fairly redonkulous.
Yeah, we remember.
Oh, I did watch that show right before we watched this show. That was a little sketchy of a drawing there, bro.
The funny thing is I can't remove it.
It's like I'm just waiting
You
for.
can erase.
You know what?
There's
I'm
a
not
way
even
to
gonna say it.
erase. I really believe that.
I don't know how to do image.
Oh, am I drawing again?
You are drawing, I believe.
Oh.
And Murdoch, that is cool about your friend. I'm glad they're finding a way to get it done. I'm actually a wedding shooter on the side, a photographer, and I actually was supposed to shoot 2 different weddings that were canceled due to COVID, and it was a very emotional deal. So that's cool, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I just
Did you guys figure out the thing?
No, this thing is jacked.
I got it.
You sure you
How
don't
do
want
I
to share
get to a new
screen?
screen? How do I get to a new screen?
For
Oh,
the
wait, here we
record,
go.
everybody in
Yep.
chat, Jason drew
Undo
something that
button.
looked like maybe something that gets flagged.
I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
Nice.
It did look particularly erotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went back and looked, I was like, "Whoa, that's a."
I actually,
is that
when
a
I-
pool
Yeah.
cue?
I went back and watched the show to make sure we're not using any of the same phrases because I can't read an email correctly. But
I'll be back though.
I saw this thing, I
Hey,
about
Murdoch.
spit out my soda when I was watching. I was like, wow.
I was waiting for like the email or the call to say you guys need to dial it back a notch.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I thought it was
honestly, as
ridiculous.
I.
I don't think anybody watches, so I think we can pretty much get away with whatever. Like, there's no issues when nobody watches. All right, so
All of a
how
sudden
are
we go
doing this?
viral.
Did you just
So-
get a marriage proposal, Nicole?
I think you just got a
Sure
marriage.
did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Congratulations, Nicole.
Congratulations, Nicole.
Thank you.
Where are you moving? Where are you moving to? where are they-
Kansas City.
There
Oh,
you
it's
go.
Kansas City. Okay. Cool.
Not too far.
I could drive to and fro.
So who's going first? Jason's
Right,
going
in the,
first.
in
or
the
Murdoch's
middle of the
going
night
first?
or something like that too.
Let's get this
Okay,
show on the road.
so yeah, we got to get moving here.
I'm still waiting on the thing.
I on a what thing?
He needs a
my
letter.
clue.
Clue.
Oh,
I gotta know what I'm
On a
drawing.
phrase.
Tracy's like,
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. I know. I'm sorry. I'm delaying, but Walter did respond to my text that said, "Send me a pic of your calves." He said, "Give me a few minutes."
oh, Lord in heaven.
Ooh. We should save that for next week.
I hope
Yeah,
he
we
sends us a picture of baby cows.
I actually thought the way he is, he probably would.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You got to tell everybody who Walter
really,
is.
all of you watching should work at our office because we've got some funny stuff events up there. I tell you, Steve. What am I?
You need a cue. Here, I'll.
Send the damn phrase.
I'm
Oh
still
my-
waiting on the phrase.
You
Crime
said
and me.
Yeah, they're on Slack. I just sent you the list again because we got other gobbledygook in there. I would just go from the top down.
Okay.
We need
Which
5
one
total,
goes
probably.
first?
Jason's
Okay.
gonna draw first. Tracy's sending the clue right now. We're getting ready to go. Jason shares screen. Woo woo.
Set.
Chad, get ready.
Oh.
Oh, I like that noise. Good job, Tracy.
Ah,
Ready, Nicole?
Is-
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta go to my. All right, we
share
ready to do
screen.
this? All right, get on the same wavelength. Let's do this. All right.
If you're
All
not
right,
their
you know what?
team, mute.
All right, here we go. You ready to do this?
Yep.
This is serious business.
All right, here we go.
Pool table.
You're not supposed to be guessing.
I know, but it's not. I know what the answer is too. So they shouldn't trust me.
No, they should not.
Bank V8.
What is going on?
Are you muted?
No.
Did
Come
he
on.
freeze? Oh, okay.
Oh.
You froze a little bit.
Ben getting a side?
That's
Is
close.
that acceptable, Tracy? You're the judge.
No!
Bank V8.
So they have one word. They got the first word, right? I can tell them that.
Yes.
All right, so okay, so then let's see.
You guys would lose at charades, just by the way.
Well, it's a good thing we're not playing charade.
Bank the bucket.
Does anybody?
That.
Bank the bucket cup of coffee.
Mark,
Oh, oops.
mute it.
Chat, feel free to throw. It's a 2-word answer.
Bank shot?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
Hey, shot of booze.
Woo! Good job, Nicole.
Chat got it
Good
right.
job.
John Jones, Nicole's now husband, got it right as well. So
Okay. Congratulations, Nicole.
so you've got that
Woo.
going for you.
Bank shot. Good job, Nicole.
Bank
Boom.
side, is that the same?
Good job, husband.
No, it is not.
Bank shot. Bank shot.
Good
We
job,
got it.
husband.
I'm running low on my Pepsi if you could refill me.
He sent me some pictures.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Do you want to send them to me and I'll put them on stream, or you just want to hold them up to the camera?
I don't know.
Or you want to?
Let's go on to the next. I want somebody
Okay.
to draw. Let's do this.
I want to see Walter's sexy legs.
I would save the cast for next week's show.
We should have Walter on.
Who am I
Yeah.
texting this to, Murdoch?
Murdoch.
You can text it to me and I'll send it to Murdoch.
I thought you were, when you asked that, I thought you meant you sending me his calves.
No, I'm not sure how
Okay.
Walter would
As
feel
soon
about
as the board comes up, I'm going to say Walter's caps. Do we win then?
it. No.
100%. Not this game, but you win something.
Yeah.
I sent it. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
John Jones says he'll be right over Nicole.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta make a.
Share
Thanks.
screen.
You gotta share your screen.
I know.
Share your screen.
Do it.
Share your screen.
Like I told you, I may have to jump out and jump back in because, like I said, I just got this computer back.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Yeah.
Jump back in.
Let's see if it will let me.
Yeah, check.
There he
Look at
goes.
that.
Okay,
All
there
right,
we go.
sit.
All right. Are we ready?
Go.
Do I have a pencil? Okay.
Oh my
Dun,
word.
dun, dun.
You're supposed to be muted, Jason.
Get him, Tracy.
Mountains.
To the hill.
Top of the hill. Heat game. Hill game. Hill shot.
Hill.
Hill. That guy on the hill.
Oh, so easy.
What about that guy on the top of the hill?
Jason talking crap. I love it.
So close.
Hill
Can I
Billy.
steal it?
The hill. The meat game. The hill game.
He's just screwing with you now.
Okay. Uh-huh. I see.
There we go.
You got those two words correct.
He's screwing with you.
The hill shot.
Brian Romano
Hill's
and
through.
Chats nailed it.
Becky, do you not know what it is?
I'm just gonna stop talking. I've said like 4 things and
Say it again.
Mark talking. So
Okay, go ahead then. I'm quick quiet. Go ahead. Say 'em, Becky.
well, I don't like to be put on the spot, Mark.
Oh my God.
Suspension on that.
Can't
team.
win,
Suspension.
In it together.
Can I steal? Can I
The
steal?
hill ball. The hill black dot that he scribbled. The hill arrows.
Hill arrows.
Yeah. Arrows on the hill.
All right.
All right. He
It's
got
like
he
a
said-
band or something.
Well, I get Mark actually just said it, but
What did he
He
say?
did?
Well,
Arrows on
he
the
had
hill.
Arrows on the hill.
Okay,
It's on the
no.
hill. He knew what it was.
I've said that like twice. So
We
that's why
hadn't
I
heard you. You
On
gotta
the
make Mark
hill?
shut up.
Yeah, Mark
I
won't stop talking.
Becky, I did not hear you. We can send
Okay.
another one. Mark,
Yes.
Do you just
gotta
want to give
be
him the
cognizant
point?
of
We
your
can give him the
teammates.
point.
I don't think they get a point for that one. That's not so good.
I
We
think we
can't
get
listen
2.
to you. You're not a biased third party opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be quiet. Give him the
I think we
point.
get 2.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. So we're tied, apparently.
I love how emotionally
At least I didn't use the
invested you
arrows.
guys are
It's
in
Mark's
this.
fault.
That's right. It's Mark's fault for guessing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mark, how in the hell did you not know on the hill?
He knows
Yeah,
what
it
it
was-
was. He was screwing with you.
Yeah. Jeez.
And why didn't you say it?
That's it. Mute.
You want down more than
Hallelujah. He's finally muted.
Like he's
I'm going to for next time.
Good one. Becky,
hell. If that's the case, put Ava on. Jeez.
all right.
our
Where's my
first
phrase
stream
at?
temper tantrum. I love it.
I feel like maybe somebody needs a nappy.
That was a headphone drop.
That was nice. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Perhaps a timeout, too.
All right.
Exactly.
Hey.
Dissension amongst that team.
I want to trade teams.
Steve,
We do too.
I'm gonna skip down. I'm skipping the next 2, just so you're aware. Okay.
What?
I don't want to do those back to back.
You do whatever you want. It won't matter to me.
You do.
You
Okay.
run your show.
That's right. Jason, are you ready?
You got to send me my clue.
I'm typing
Ready
as
to
fast
go?
as my fat little fingers will go.
Oh, okay. Well, you said, am I ready? I'm like, no, I don't have my clue.
Wow,
I
Jason's
think she
talking
meant
way
if you
too
were
much.
ready to receive your clue.
What the hell? How am I supposed to do
See,
this one?
you shouldn't give her crap, man. Look at that face. Look how pleased she is with herself.
Yeah.
And she just told me she skipped a bunch to give you the one that she gave you.
No, I skipped 2 only because I don't want to do this back to back.
Sure. No, I know you did. I'm just messing with you. She didn't do anything like that.
Okay. All right.
Your chicken timer's going
Okay,
off.
mute it, Mark.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I think I know how to do this
Turn
one.
anyway.
All right. Here we go.
Creative. Think about my last straw.
All right. Ready?
Nicole's getting a little arrogant now that she's getting married.
Damn right. Been waiting for this for 40 years.
Shit,
He's lying.
What?
5.
Come on.
5.
Million.
Let's see.
Mute yourself.
5 players per team.
You're not supposed to say it.
Mute yourself, Mark.
No.
5 players.
You guys know how Mark works, right? The more you press him, the more he's gonna resist. You can't. You have to be like Bruce Lee with that dude, like water.
5 chalk outlines.
Jason, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I love you.
48
Steve.
hours. The first 48.
Oh, come on, Nicole.
Five in the,
5 players? That's
five in
correct.
the bathroom.
Years.
Oh.
What are the,
Look.
what's the lines?
Okay, just so you're aware, I'm going to
5
throw this out
innings?
there.
You're
The
gonna
5 doesn't necessarily.
All right. So if this is 5, what is this? This is
2.
5. What is this? Yep.
2.
So
I see what you did there. You're just gonna muscle this one out, huh?
don't think about the numbers. Think about this, and this.
Time out. 5 minutes to.
You're not 5 minutes to love. You're not supposed
Anita,
to.
bunch of people in chat have already gotten it. So,
Did?
oh my
good.
God, yeah, like a bunch of
Well,
people.
without-
Nicole,
I have to
I'm
s-
here.
Who got it first? I'll scroll up.
I'm real stupid right now.
Jason, I will have to
You're-
say I'm impressed with your skill here, sir.
This is like an impossible one.
It's not though. Like 5 people in chat
Running?
have gotten it. Michael,
Are you
technically
running?
Michael DeVindo was first, but Regina kind of was. I think she may have been joking, but was technically right.
You're so close, Nicole.
Running. Run 5 rack. Run.
You're so close.
God, if I could just give you a small hint, you would nail it.
Oh, just do it.
I can't though. Tracy will hit me in the face.
She won't even know.
She's right there. Don't look now.
You're so close.
Like, I just want to help now.
I know, right? You just want to hug him.
Oh, and you get mad at me when I do it. Okay, I got
I
it.
can't think of any
Okay.
other way to you've got the last two words. You're not getting the first word.
Race.
Race to 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo.
I thought I'll have to give Jason the props for those runners there. With the motion lines.
They're
Yeah.
like zombie runners.
Yeah.
I never got that.
I like the fact that you added the shoes later.
That's right.
Because it was
Those are
gonna
flogging
help.
shoes. I thought it was flogging to 5.
Ugh.
Hey, Steve,
I
that
was
was
stressed
like
out over
big
that one.
graphics right there.
I know, right? Casey,
How hard is
Keegan,
that
and
one?
Karen need to be
Race-
careful.
race
Jason's
to
coming
5.
for the job.
Race to 5.
Dana Patton said racing to marry in 5 minutes.
Good night.
And,
All right.
and Murdoch got in trouble for using numbers last week.
All right, so they got to get
For
this one,
Jason.
or else we're champs again, right?
Oh,
I don't know.
If they get this one, then there is a tiebreaker.
All right, let's see if they get it. Let's do this.
I have faith in you.
No
Mostly
pressure.
Bex.
Okay, hold on.
They only sort of got it last time.
You stop it! Becky said it.
Ignore Bowman.
Yeah.
He's playing the mental game with you guys.
Yeah,
I've seen
exactly.
him do it. He's messing
Becky,
with
It's
you.
for-
Becky,
It's
my little
45 minutes to get it
dove,
right.
He's
not-
trying to get under
not
your
you.
skin.
The parrot is.
He knows.
I ain't falling for it.
Who am I texting?
Murdoch.
Me.
Definitely not Mark. Unless Mark wants to draw.
No.
Okay.
No.
I just want to cheat.
John, John, when they go to the other screen, I will show you the teams. They're in rows. This outlay here isn't the teams, but when they share screen, it'll be in rows for teams. Obviously, me and Tracy are not on the team.
Yeah. Jason, Nicole, and Peggy are on a team. Murdoch, Bex, and Restaurant Big Tipper are on a team.
I guess that would have been the easier way.
You
to
see how he
describe
said his team first, you know what I mean? So
it. Of course.
While
he
we
did.
wait on the clue.
yeah, Murdoch is
Confident.
having an aneurysm over there. He needs to go to a restaurant.
I did number 7, Steve, on the list.
Ooh,
Okay.
number 7.
Yep.
Steve.
You better be
Murdoch?
glad I didn't pull out my Vegas ones. There's a whole
There was a Vegas. I
list.
liked the Vegas list too.
Blank screen.
All right. You ready?
Becky's gonna put hers in chat, just so that.
And for the record, to defend Mark, it's the microphone situation. He was not aware that he was talking over anybody. He would not do that to Bex on purpose.
No, of course not. Never, never.
Me, Jason, Tracy,
do it for
Nicole,
Becky.
Peggy, or Murdoch, yes. But not Bex.
I'm not. This is all on Becky, so I'm not saying a thing.
Now, come on. Let's not be.
No.
Don't throw
I
a
can't say anything.
temper tantrum and go home with your toys. Come on. I would ground you if you were my kid.
I already dropped my mic. I can't do it anymore now.
Okay.
Let's
Ready?
go.
We're going.
Let's do it.
Rectangle.
What's this meeting about?
Eyes on a pool table.
Oh.
Double hit.
Hamburger on a pool table.
That's
Like
right.
that.
And
Just
now I'm
kidding.
hungry. No guesses from chat yet.
Shot on 9-ball. 9-ball shot.
I find it interesting the way they guess. Like Mark is like a machine gun, and I feel like Bex is working up to something like amazing, like one shot answer.
Yes.
Okay, so I made a mistake. Oh no. No 9-ball shot.
You're on the right.
Can I steal?
No.
Cue ball accidentally hitting
Can I
the
steal?
the cross on it.
Jason, stop it.
causing anxiety in everybody.
Go that way with the Q. Q-tip 9-ball.
And
You can't hit
Tracy,
the
you're
9-ball
wanting
because
the
there's a line in the
you're wanting
way.
the
Tip 9-ball.
exact words, right? You're not
Yeah,
accepting
that's
any
the point of
variation.
it,
Okay,
right?
I just
Well,
want to be clear because I don't want to give
I
away
don't know
on
how there
accident.
could be a variation of that, though.
I already said double hit, Becky. They said no dice.
It is not a double hit.
I got the exact word.
You
Okay,
shut your mouth, Jason Bowman.
really, really big cue ball and even
It's a big old
Can I
butt.
yeah.
All right.
There is.
So far, no one in chat's got it right either. This is.
So what you're saying is doing it bigger is going to make us guess.
It's like
That's what
saying
I
the
thought.
Why
same
is he
thing
driving so
louder.
big? I got it.
Okay, don't hit the 9-ball with the cue and the cue ball. That's not a pool table. No idea. Go ahead, Becky.
Well, I feel like we're kind of in the middle of the definition of insanity. It's the same thing
Hold on,
over.
Murdoch. Can I give a hint to Murdoch on drawing?
Yes.
Sure.
You got to draw more than one ball
Can I try
to
to steal it?
explain what you're showing because what you've drawn does not.
How long do we
what
go?
you're- You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen in the scenario on your table.
Yeah, it can.
Well, it's you know what I mean. It's a little easier to you know. Sure, it
Shooting
can.
strike.
Try to draw it
Remember.
Shooting stripes.
Oh, somebody got it in chat.
Oh.
Somebody
Well,
finally
now
got
we-
it in chat. I ain't gonna tell you who though, because you'll just look at chat and start. Well, I guess you just look at chat, rattle them off.
Really big pool table.
Like explain it like a skill level 2 and understand it.
Can I?
We know what you want to do, Jay. He just leaves.
Well, oh, he's gone. He's down. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
It is not night of the
Shooting
snap.
a ball.
At some point, we gotta move on.
All right, we'll call it.
Well, let him. Let him finish his drawing.
Combination
No.
shot.
Ring.
Combination shot.
If Jason
No,
comes
that's-
back, Jason will be upset if he comes back and you don't let the man guess. He's been trying to guess
Combination
for like
cut
10
shot.
minutes.
Don't hit that ball. Ghost shot. Who knows?
He can guess, but he doesn't get the point. They just win. It's
All right,
fine.
he's back. He's back. All right.
Jason, just for time's sake, because I hear the chicken timer going off.
He froze.
I think he's frozen again.
Oh, that's what he gets. That is what he gets.
All right. Well, I will say that. Let me scroll up here. I want to say it was. Yep, it was Brian Romanov. Is got the right guess. Do you want me to go ahead and say it? That he was the
Sure.
only person to get it right.
No, Desiree got it right.
Where?
Uh,
Bad
I'm not
hit.
doubting you.
it's in here somewhere, unless I just maybe
Bill
I'm
nailed
crazy.
it with rectangle. We should give
Okay,
them-
whatever.
It's you go ahead and say because I don't want to say.
Desiree
it.
did. She did it after. She did it after Brian, though.
Gotcha. It is in fact.
It is. Yes, Jason. He chatted it, little jerk.
Yeah, bad hit. Yeah.
Because he's frozen,
Look,
and he
look how
had to-
smug his
he
face
had-
is when he's
I
frozen.
know he had to
Bad
get it
hit.
bad
Yeah.
hit.
I'm gonna screen.
I was
So
gonna-
I accomplished a couple of things with this.
I'm
One, it's 7:05, and I ended the game.
Yeah.
Two, they will never ask me to draw again.
I was going to say reverse
Becky,
good
I
hit.
feel
But
like you should be the drawer next time.
yeah, Becky.
Good. Thanks, Murdoch. I appreciate your sweet skills,
Yeah.
but I will take the baton.
Well,
I think I should use like hand puppets.
Oh,
And Murdoch's
thought.
theory was if you keep trying it over and over again, that we're going
the exact same
It's
way.
like
and
that
he got
teacher
bigger
in
and
school that you hated because you didn't understand something, and they just
Right.
kept
Murdoch,
saying,
I got it, brother. I was zoned in on it. I got it. And it was
Jason.
great.
"Suck it."
The big X
two
for
balls
bad.
were like that close together, and he was shooting through them. It's a bad hit.
Yeah,
I said double hit. That would be a bad hit.
Exactly. And then I put a big X through it.
Well, that's why Steve was asking, "Do you want the exact words?" Well, yes.
So I got it like immediately.
I tried.
Hi, Jason.
I think he's done trying to come back.
Yeah, he's
I think that was the way And it's time for
That's
us to
better
sign
for
off
us, though.
anyway, so
Becky,
we can wrap
what?
this up.
I just meant it. As much as I love Jason, this might be the best way to end it. Then we don't have to have all the gloating about our crowns. and stuff.
Exactly. I think that.
Love you, Jason.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear it.
I
can
expect
see
Jason to
the
record
trainer
himself
on
like a
Facebook
little video.
So what we've accomplished is that Becky doesn't like Jason. She's now dropped.
That's not what
And
you
Nicole is
said.
getting married.
That's
Right?
how rumors get started. Knock
Can
it
you please
off.
stop?
It's
stirring
right here in
the
front of
pot?
everybody. How is that not knocking it off?
Can you mute him, Steve?
No, I can't.
No.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Okay, I'm going to talk more now.
Even though I shouldn't admit
Is
that.
that
Okay.
possible?
Next week, I'm mixing up the teams. Dadgummit.
I like it. And another thing I want to mention about next week is definitely for those of you who are available to watch, definitely come watch that billiard spotlight with Jason Bowman with the nurse. I am not one to exaggerate and make fibs. It will be the most awesome show you will ever see in your life, and the stories that this woman has, I don't know, are just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So if you have the moment, we'll put up the reminder Thursday morning. Make sure you click that reminder. It's not a show that you want to miss.
No.
You know what you got on this phone? Oh, go ahead and gloat. Go ahead and gloat. Get it out of your system.
I'm back.
Well, we got
Your ears.
Becky was starting rumors about you too.
Mark.
Back.
Oh,
So
relax,
technically your
Casey,
team
would
wins
you?
again, Jason.
Excellent. Good news. Sorry about the internet issues. I don't know what the deal is.
But your ferns look great. Those ferns
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
Looking good.
It's fantastic. So we're ready to sign off, my man. I've just invited everyone to watch the Billiard Spotlight in 2 days, and unless you got any parting words.
No, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next week.
Hey, Becky, stay on.
Yeah, Becky, stay on.
But everybody else.
Bye.
Yeah,
See ya.
everybody else.
Next